Hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar here, and a big Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy Hanukkah to everyone out there. It is the last day of the last day before Christmas. It is a Friday. The markets are over. We ended up closing up positive, but it was kind of a volatile day. But we had an excellent day. I had an excellent day trading the futures today, and I want to go over some things that I did and put it all together. This is going to be one of the most important videos that you could watch, because I came in today, I got some rest on Thursday, and like I always say, for a trader who trades every single day like I do and is on the mic every day from 8 to 9 o'clock until 4 o'clock every single day, I do experience a little burnout, and that seems to always hit me around Thursdays. So I usually go to bed early Thursday night, and I rally on Friday, and Friday sometimes is kind of a wild day, but today was Friday, is the day before the holiday. And we start the Christmas, what's called the Santa Claus rally. And the market's been so strong. Just came in tune today, and the sleep that I got really helped me a lot. So I always recommend that, a trader needs his sleep. You have to be on your game, and if you're not, then you might as well just back off. Now, I'm not going to go into a lecture about that, but I am going to go into a lecture about some great stuff that we did today. Now, for those that are not familiar with me or myself or anything, what we're talking about, I'm DayTraderRockStar. They know me as DayTraderRockStar. I'm the host of DayTradingRadio.com. It's an online radio live stream trading show. It's been been on the air since 2007. We're one of the first trading communities, live streaming shows that are on the internet. I've been trading since '96 myself. That's 1996, and it's been a journey, and I've really taken the methodologies I've built over the last 25 years and sculpted into a system, a method of trading called the high probability setups, and I teach that, and we find it so much, and we have such a great community of traders that work together in our chat rooms and stuff. So I always welcome you to come over to Day Trading Radio and try it out. We always have free trials. You can just email me at ironaction@yahoo.com if you want to just come in and try it for a week. It's all good, and we have actually a very good, the membership is very reasonable. So I wouldn't even, for what you get, for what you get is incredible. So I don't even worry about that. It just it's the best place out there. So today we have all different type of traders. We have our stock traders, our option traders, our futures traders, and our prop traders. And prop traders are the traders who are trading their prop accounts, trying to get past their evaluations. And this style of trading is perfect for that. And that's what I do. During the day, I'm also trading the evaluation accounts and showing you my progress on those. And starting in the new year, we're going to have a focus screen for that. You're going to be able to see every single trade, and we're going to try to do as many videos to kind of outline those trades after hours, so you can really follow the method and a day-by-day accounting of the accounts and value, and how things are working out. We'll have a section on the site there. Today, I had the chart up all day. And you can see it right there. It's my lower chart right here, but I have the bigger one on here too. Two of the same right there, actually. And this is using the NinjaTrader platform, and I'm using the Bullnox account. And there's coupons available right now until January 2nd. I'll go into those in a second. DTR DEC is a 75% coupon. Day trade DTR DEC for December. DTR DEC. I'll put it in the thing. If you want to participate in this type of trading, this is perfect. This is for people who are not really trading their real money, but they have an opportunity to trade real money because they get this simulation account, and all you have to do is get to a certain goal without losing a certain amount of money, and you qualify, and then you get assigned a real account, and the same rules apply. So it's actually a great thing for traders to watch the trading here on the site, because that's what I'm trying to show, how the methodology works. And my goal for prop traders out there is not to qualify in one day, but to qualify in about 20 days with a goal of $100 to $300 a day in profits by using some of the methodology and really just trading the MES, and you put yourself out of the realm of getting blown out. It's very easy. Every setup has a reason to get into it. We take profits and we build this every single day. We just build it up, and people qualify every single day as they continue to move towards their goal. So I want to show you today's trading, and the tools we use to get to these points. The Zello alerts, our futures trader alert network have been sending out these special audio alerts that represent important levels in the market where we want to take those, what we'll call super signals, or really important things that are so important that I have a special app on the phone that delivers you the information, meaning that you need to look at the market here and possibly take a trade if you feel comfortable doing that. That's the trades that I want to be taking, and if I see a trade that I'm going to be taking, then I want to relay it to you on our walkie-talkie app. And again, that all comes with the membership of Day Trading Radio, or you could get it on its own over at the Patreon site, Patreon Day Trading Radio. Stuff is in the link. I highly recommend checking it out. So this was today's action here. Now there's so much to talk about, and every time someone watches a video, it might be new for them. You might not know half the terminology, the things that I'm discussing and why I'm discussing this, like the tick chart and the moving average and what are stochastics and why is there one line, and just things that you might not be familiar with. So I apologize for that. That if it's something you're not familiar with, I am sorry about that. But just continue to fight the good fight. You will catch on fast. And my teaching, I believe, is one of the best opportunities to get to your goals, because I want you to get to the goals. I want everyone to get to their goals. So what is our goal? All right, this is to trade and make money. And this video is about the futures trading, ES, MES, NASDAQ futures, NQs, YM, Dow, Russell, whatever futures you're using. The signals are going to be the same. The hard part is being able to take profits. I'm going to get you into great positions. The hard part is knowing when to get out of those positions. We have so many tools that identify what, and I know exactly from years and years and years of trading exactly what the best areas are, and it's just about patience and letting those setups show up. Let them show up, and you just have to be in front of it or get the alert from me. And then you could turn. You could be, you have a little time. But if you have like a setup right here, just see, you could say buy right here. This was a perfect double bottom buy divergence with a higher low on the 93 stochastic. Now that was at 10:30. All right. And if I move this up, this is the chart that normally we're using, the Medved chart. I'll move this one off the screen for now. Let's move that so we're not getting confused here. This is the Medved, and this is what I use to broadcast during the day, and what you see on the screen. And all these lines are just real-time lines that we're identifying. Identify a divergence there, and a nice move up. We identify a divergence here, nice move up. This we went to lunch, we came back, the market dropped like 30 points. That was very surprising. And then we moved right back up. We'll concentrate on this line as a pullback, and sure enough it did. Look at that. So we're just on top of the market, and let's just go back and show you exactly what we look at. So this is the 1 minute time frame. If you tune in, and we're going to use the ES as our benchmark index. All the setups, will work the same on different indexes, different trading vehicles, even Bitcoin. It works great on the style and the method and what we look for. So this was 8:30. This was a divergence right off the bat. You could see this right here. Hold on. Just cracked myself a Coke there. But I am by far, I think I am calling the markets the best, the best setups here. This is the setups you're going to be seeing, and how we discuss the markets and how we point out the areas. When you look back and you see what I'm showing you, I don't understand how some people are just not just taking advantage of this, and taking advantage in two ways: getting involved in any way possible, dropping everything, conversing, putting in the time, researching, networking with our traders, With me, I'm always there for you, asking questions, learning something, digesting it. This has to be your passion. If you're going to be great at something, it should be your passion. To identify these things and to see them work so often, it just gives me so much confidence going forward. I'm so excited for next week, because each week we leave off and we are able to show how well this method works and how great these setups are. All you could do is just can't wait for the next week, because we probably missed some setups. We didn't hold on to some long enough. We might have just missed some opportunities, and there's other opportunities coming. So you're just waiting for that opportunity, because that is what I have proven here, that this method is almost perfect. It is just, there's no holy grail in the markets. There isn't. I mean, I love to say that this is the best, this is unbeatable, but it is. I mean, there is bad news, there is trending markets, there is things that will cause our signals to kind of get what I call defeated. But overall, I even teach how to identify that. We know when that's happening. Sorry about that, Alexa. Alexa, go to bed. Oh, don't even answer me. All right, that's it. Sorry about that. The coughing's bad. Drank my soda too fast. I'm too excited. Too excited for next week. All right, so I'm excited for people who are not, just getting into trading and being able to learn the right way with a foundation, and it's like, there's so many analogies out there, but trading this style, waiting for your, it's really waiting for your pitch. It's waiting for your pitch, and if you practice that same pitch all the time, and you're an expert low ball hitter, or, and you're just waiting for that, and you get smacked, they're not going to pitch it to you. But in this case, they're going to have to pitch it to us. We're going to just wait for it, And when we do see it, we have to take the bat off our shoulder, and we got to go for it. And that's how you're going to make it in this game. All right, the path is laid out for you. I am guaranteed the path is laid out for you. I have no doubt in my mind. There's in every video I say this, every single video. The system is almost perfect. What's going to fail is the individual trader. That's the weak link in this method. The weak link is the individual trader, due to fear, laziness, whatever you call it. Not believing in what you're seeing, being too proud or being too overconfident, and it's just, the market will eventually get everyone and beat everyone down. No matter how good you think you are and stuff, you have to be void of all emotions. You have to be a machine. You have to wait for the setup, and when you have the setup, you need to take the setup and then put the stop in, and that's it. And then the hardest part is going to be when you're going to take profits. All right. And not gambling. Gambling is taking anything other than a qualified setup. Anything but from a qualified. I guarantee you will make it if you take the signals. All right. Now I put out a bot here. It's called the Super Signal. It's a NinjaTrader script, and it basically is it's killer. And it helps us identify this. And a lot of people use it to trade with. You could run it on your own platforms if you have the NinjaTrader platform. But even better than that, you could run this on your prop accounts, because it uses the NinjaTrader platform, which you get with the Bullnox prop account or the Apex prop account. DTR Apex is the coupon code for that. I think they're doing a 71% discount. DTR Apex. The setups that we look for, the divergence and the quad rotations, and again, if this terminology is over your head, it's very important that you do, become part of the community, so you could get the education and understand, the fundamentals. This divergence right here, this perfect divergence right here, the quad rotation, everything. Look at this. Look at that move from here all the way up to here. All right. I mean, that's and is that the even yeah, that was the rock bot. Now you can see here. This is what I was saying before. There will be times when you get a signal, and that signal is going against some pretty downward momentum here. But we realize that, and I have a rule, that when we get a signal and the 60 period is under the 20 and the price hits the 20, it's the same thing as a bull flag, but it's a bear flag, and a bear flag needs to be shorted. So you're going to get a bounce, and because the bot is set with certain parameters, and that parameters might be 6 ticks, and maybe it goes 5 ticks, or maybe it goes 4 ticks, 3 or 2. And it doesn't get further than the 20 because the overhanging trend is strong, and it just continues to move up and then sell off, and the algorithms are just holding on to the 20 and 50, and they just keep on selling each time you hit it. So if you got to recognize that, and there's a way of recognizing that, and we recognize it by our 60 period and our 9 period. And when that 60 period is under 20, that blue line is here, the 20 line, it's way under 20. Even though it's heading up, it's under 20, and we get down to that, and we are holding the 20. That is a 2020 bear flag. I'd like to walk you through these while we're trading them. Like this was out during our lunch break. I wasn't even around for that. We took a little break at that point. But when I came back here, we had the super signal. That's when we sat down at 2:30-ish. Before that here, you can see the setup here came again. And even though we had a setup here, this is on the 300 tick. You can actually see there was a divergence on the 300 tick. Now again, I don't want to get too far into the terminology and what everything means here, but this is our number one go-to setup. Now this is on the tick chart too, but it still works as what we want, what the divergence is telling us. It's telling us the momentum has shifted. The price has gone down. We pop back up. The price continues to go down, but the shift and the ticks, the positive ticks, or the ticks basically have reversed back up, and we could see that a lot and understand it a lot more on the time chart, like a 1 minute time frame or a 5 minute time frame. It's much easier to kind of understand that concept than on the volume chart or on the tick chart. But as you can see, how well this works on this, and that divergence plays out. When we have a visual divergence like this, when we have that low, a little bounce, and then that lower low, and that higher low, when we trigger that divergence, this thing typically goes in a long way. Or, in these setups here, this was 806 to 811. No, 5, that's not a lot, but that's 5 points. Now, when you have that downward move and you're underneath the 20, and you're pushing down, and it's holding under the 20, you need to bail. In all these cases when you have this, if the setup doesn't work, you have a very, very tight stop. So your stop is tight, but when you have your setup and I don't notice too, because when I notice this thing hits, and when it hits the first profit, it typically hits the second profit. It's amazing. If this thing works right, when it triggers, it normally takes off pretty fast. And if it doesn't take off pretty fast, and I'm watching it very closely, and if it's not going down, and I'll take a look at the stochastics, and we'll see how those are moving and stuff. And if those just are not, if it's not exploding to an upward buy divergence, and it's not acting like it should, then you just need to take it off, because these things will show up over and over again. Now let's just take a look at let's take a look. I mean, this is the 300 tick chart. Let's see. A Ninja Trader, and again, this is the Rockbot quad rotation signal. Now I could go back all through the week here, and you can see the setups here, and then how it will mark them off with a blue line, and it will follow it up. Super signal, first target, second target, and trailing stop. But you could adjust these as much as you want. You know, it gets the bounce, trailing stop, take it off, hit the profit, trailing stop. You know, I like to have that trailing stop, follow it up just in case. And again, each one of these things, and again, this is something I want to really stress. When you have the bot running in your face, you know, running for you, I don't mind you running it as a live bot under your live account, but I want you to manage it. I don't want you to turn it on and let it go. You know, because you have to understand market directions, and your parameters are your key. I could put out here, let's take a look here. This is what we have. Let's go to Strategy Analyzer. All right, well, with the NinjaTrader, you can go back and just back test everything and just get a better feel for things, but don't put a lot into the back testing. You know, I honestly feel like the Strategy Analyzer is good, great tool to use, but again, it really depends on your trading and the type of trading you're doing, understanding what your parameters are, understanding what market conditions are going on, and taking trade. You're not going to be in every single trade. You're not going to take trades around news. You're not going to take trades. You're just not going to get in there on everyone. So, I mean, it's easy enough to put in a back test and see what the ones are. I'd like to do that every so often, but I don't put too much into it. But if you do want it, let's see what happens. I don't know what this is going to, how this is going to show up here, but let's let's do this way. I want to try to do this every week and just kind of give us a review. But this is, again, not going to be that realistic here because I didn't trade all these. I don't know what it is. It could be negative, and I know I had a positive week. So it's all about our trading. So 6 to 15. Our stop loss we're going to keep at 20. I think we're going to keep that at 20. That gives us... And, you know, the object here on a super signal on a 300 tick is you're getting near the bottom. So you want to give it more room. So the stop loss tick is very important. You know, that's going to be one of your most important things. And do not use your signal bar low. The reason you're not using signal bar low, that was meant to be used with price, the timing, like a 5-minute or a 1-minute time frame. That's when I developed that. I really developed it with the testing against the 1 in 5. I found out that the stop tick, or giving ourselves just enough room, because most of the setups are very close to a bottom, even if they give us a setup right before it turns. If you have it enough, if you just give it enough ticks, you know, there's a sweet spot, and it's usually around 15. Well, I keep it at 20 here. We could probably try it at 15 too. We'll try the ES, and again, we're going to try the type, who's going to be ticks, and we're going to try. And someone mentioned, one of the members said they were having tremendous results with the 500 tick. So we're going to also look at that. And I'm curious to see a little back testing on this. I don't want to make this video too long, but it goes where it goes, right? This is all important stuff. Now, I could do today, I could do yesterday. I know we had great days, but let's just go back for the week. I would like to do this more often and go right to today, so we have the whole week, and we can just kind of look at where the setups, how many setups there were. I didn't take them all, ticks. 5. We're going to try. We're going to put our trailing stop at 1, and we're going to follow it with 20. Follow it by 20. That's giving us enough room for the pullbacks. And the stop loss. Oh, I think the stop loss is supposed to be 15. That's what we had. I think that's defaulted. So let's keep it at the 15. That's what I've been using. All right. 324 is a new contract, 300 ticks a week. We're just not going to touch anything else, and we're going to hope back test 6 to 22, taking 2 off, taking another 2 off, 5 altogether, trailing stop, starting ticks 1. All right, so let's see what it looks like here for the week. All right. Well, I'm looking at the percentage. I'm not looking at other things because it's not going to give you great results because I think we could make better. That was just my first. This is just giving us a basic outline of how many trades it took and how many trades it triggered and made its profit versus how many didn't. That's what I'm paying at 74%. That's good. I typically get over 74 to 70, over 70, the high 70s to mid 80s. On on the script. So that's right in there. We're not going to be taking 100, well, who knows, 121 trades, the profit factor. And again, the important thing is watching that drawdown, because if you're using the prop trading, you don't want to have a big drawdown. So you can't just let that do its thing, because you would get a drawdown. So again, I'm not saying to use this, but it does give us some information on what the average winning trade is. Largest winning trade, the average trade is 52, which is good. So that's on the ES. It's not that great. And let's see here. That's, what is that? 6,300. All right. So that's for the week. Now I just want to, while I'm here, let's see what the results were here. 74, 121 trades. Let's just put it on the 500 tick while we're here. I think that was Texas Pilot was using that. He just signed up for the Rockbot, and he's been having great results on it. Great results. So congratulations, Texas AUA Pilot, some man vehicle pilot. Probability, I don't know. Let's run that. Let's see what that looks like. All right, 75%, a little better percentage. Total not as many trades, right? 89 trades. Everything else is about the same, though. But that's interesting. That's a good thing to, I'll put it on the screen and see what it looks like too. There's I mean, I haven't really back tested other things. So let's just put in 800 here, just for random. I don't know what 800 would give us, but let's see. Now watch, it comes up perfect. No, look at that. See, totally crushed it. So there's always a sweet spot, At 300 tick to probably 300, 400, 500 tick. Let's try the 400 here. Right between the 300 and the 500. That should probably be good. Still, too, because now this is all comes. Nope. Actually, it's not. These setups here, this rotation here that we're doing, or this strategy is really based off of two different setups. Now, when we get a setup like that, like I said, you can see this actually had a super signal, pushed up a little, came back down, stayed within its stop range, and then get stopped out. And normally, if you had this on a time chart, it would go down below the lows. This would actually probably trigger over here. Wouldn't trigger here because that's the divergence. This would be a nice. This is a nice divergence there. And it's not the best one, but we've seen better ones. But what we're really seeing is that quad rotation. We look at all three stochastics on this. In this case, how they all came down. How they all came down. That's the key here. That's the key, and that's what I'm trying to get. Trying to get those Zello alerts out. Look at this. This one just missed it, but very close. Market was very strong here. All right, let's jump over here for a fast second. All right, this is today, so I always go back and review my trades. Again, I'm not going to have as many trades, but I did take quite a few trades today, 42 trades. And again, the percentage wasn't that great, 66, but I think because we were just so tight on everything, I let the runners run. I was really in tune with the markets today. We had a nice profit, 866. That's actually the last 2 days. This is yesterday and today combined. So about 20 trades a day. Average trade. It's about $20. I was taking these off here. You could see me trade. I put the screen up. Most of the trades were for about $20. Average trade $20. Average winning trade $41. Well, actually maybe 41. But I've been taking them off pretty. I've been pretty focused. Let's take a look at the chart and take a look at the trades that I was in. We'll go out here in the morning and we'll circle some of these. Now this, I'm just going to kind of go over, and you can see these are MESs. There's no ESs on there, so this is MES. This was at 9:30. We look for a little move up here. I took it off. Market pulled back. We're just watching the market move up, and then I started noticing the strength. And this is what caused, when we see that there are 60-10 stochastics is up here, and this is rotating down, and we come down to the 20. That is a bull flag. So I recognized that. I didn't get in right on the thing. I caught it right here, coming off of that bull flag, and that's when we got in on that. But that was a bull flag setup, So every entry has to be a setup for us. Now that was interesting because I got in here, it moved up, I didn't take profits, then we started coming down and kind of going sideways. And at that point we were watching, I was actually watching, and look at what time this is here. This is about 9:45. Take a look at this. I want to show you something. Yeah, 9:45 was right up here. We had a little pop, and then it came back down. It popped up here, and we were kind of drifting here to about 10:15. This little drift here, this little area here we were watching, and it was kind of a falling wedge pattern. So I was kind of holding on into this. Just felt okay about holding into this falling wedge pattern. Right here, and we were watching this, and I was watching this, and we actually had a divergence here. We called out 10:15. There was a little divergence, and our 60 period was holding up here, and we said even though it was under 80, it was not really being aggressively moving down. So I think most of us in the room were like waiting for a pop here, and we did get that pop, and we bring this back down here now. That's what we're looking at. This is right as we were getting that divergence, I added to it. So I had 4 altogether, and we got that pop right at that point. That's at 10:30. And it popped up here, and I took it off right up here, close to the highs. So it just happened to catch the top. There was no other reason other than, we did get overbought on our 60-10. Now, when we have a 60-10 rotation and everything else rotates, that's actually what we call a quad rotation sell signal. Now, instead of going short there, I sold my long, and that was it. And I was just waiting for that pullback, and we pulled back pretty good, and we got oversold again down here at about 8:40 or 10:40. We got a quad rotation just entering. Let's take a look at what that looks like on the. Let's take a look at what that looks like here. So that was at 10:40, right? Oh, that was it. That's a little bit different, You can't really even see it on that. We came back down to that support line, and that went from about, and that was some pretty big moves, from 14 to 18. That was a 4-point move. And I caught that. We caught a little point. Now remember, this is a tick chart here. So with it being on the tick chart, it's a little bit, it's not looking like the minute chart that I'm looking at over there. I wonder if I could change this to a minute, and my entries will still be there. Let's do that, because I was really basing it on the 1 minute time frame. These trades, you can really see a lot of them. All right, so that was a pop. That was the drop back down. We came down to support there. We got back in. We got a pop. I took it off. We came back down here. I had a little pop. Took it off. We came down here, and we saw a divergence. Now, remember, the divergence are super important for us. That's when we send out the Zello alert. Especially with a divergence. We go to the Zello alerts. And again, I highly recommend everyone getting on board on those, because you don't want to miss a divergence setup. Now, this was a little choppy today, but when we have a 5-minute setup or something that's really deserving of a Zello alert, this is, I'm going to send that out. You want to be able to, here's a beautiful divergence right here. Well, actually, let's look at this chart here. There was a divergence right here at 11 o'clock. There was a divergence here at 11:45. And there was a divergence here at 12:15. We took each of those trades. All right, and this is, let's take a look here, what we have here.
1109. We have a little divergence here, 4809. You put your stops under 4805, 4809. Small 1 minute divergence.
Now that got out a little later than I wanted to, but we did take that trade and took, made some profit, had some good profits on it. Actually, we had another setup right after that, and we popped up here, and then again at 12:30, 12:15, we had another setup. And that was a really kind of a decent divergence too. Let's go back to our other chart. $12.15 right here. Right here. This was the divergence, and we took that right there, and we closed it out up here. And this was good because I took two here, and then it's kind of, I knew it was kind of setting up as a divergence here. And right when I saw that, I added to it, and then we closed it out there. This was a divergence here, and again, you can see the higher low, right? 1150 higher low. The consolidation here, we went long, and it came back down quickly, and I took it off. But we did have a profit on it. I just didn't take it off fast enough. We just got out of it right when it came back down. Then looks like at 2:30. We had the one at 12:56. Let me see what was at 12:56. Nothing. All right, 2:30 here. That was just we just came back. I just came back from taking a break, and this was what we call sitting in the chair trade. I just came back. I couldn't believe the market sold off like 30 points, and we sat right down, and I just got long. And as you can see, the market just took off. Then we got up here and we went short, and then we covered, or maybe I was long. I forgot. I think I was short here. Then I covered something. Then definitely got a little choppy here at the end of the day because we were looking for that pop. And these all actually did work out pretty good, even though they were very squished in here together. And I don't recommend over trading like this. We just happened to catch this big pop here, 3.5 points right there. We bought it here and then bought it here. That was actually a little divergence too, and then closed. Then bought it again because it felt good, and then closed it out, and that was it. That's all she wrote on that. Not bad for a day like this, but this is what you want to be paying attention to: the Zello alerts, to make sure you don't miss a setup like this, or a setup like this at 12:15, or a setup, this one didn't go out, but that was, that's of course on the show, and that's where we ended up today. But what's the whole purpose of this? Pretty much to show you those divergences and how well they work, and how you have to have that patience and just continue to take that bat off your shoulder when you have this. You don't want to miss this. I want to do everything I can to get those alerts out to you. You have the bot that's going to identify them. All right, you have the bot that's going to identify them, and you have myself and the Zello alerts you're going to get identified on this. You have the opportunity to open up the Bullinox and the prop accounts, and if you need help doing that, reach out to me. I don't mind helping you out. Setting things up, especially if you're a member. I have some videos on how to get it up and running, and I could, because I do it for a lot of people, I could easily get you through some of the sticky points if you're not familiar with it. It's very simple, and it's definitely worth taking these setups. This is like going to casino with a card counter. It really is. I mean, once you're able to see these things and be in front of the market, every single time we point out that divergence, we got to move. Every single time. All right, and you have to, and again, it's important understanding we're looking at the 1 minute time frame, and we have to take these things off. And sometimes I do talk about taking your shot and just going long. Do those longs on the 5 minute time frame. When you have a 5 minute time frame, that's when you should be switching over to maybe going along and stepping up away from the computer and putting your stop in and going for a walk, and let it play out here. Here's your 5-minute time frame today. And yesterday we had that. That was the call. That was the 5-minute call of the lifetime right there. 47.08. The 5-minute, it went to, went up about 50 points. After all said and done from today. I mean, that was the bottom there. And then we almost had a little, you probably could have even counted this as a divergence here. The pullback. It was a fast rotation back. And, we got right down to our black line here. And you know what I say here, day trading radio, black lines matter. Whenever you have a thicker line here that's really showing support and resistance, and we come back down to it, you got to respect it. And that was just a perfect candle. It was a perfect support line. It was a perfect stochastic setup, and it was probably a slight divergence there too. And I bet you probably might even see it on the 3-minute. Not as much, but it was multiple time frames. It was a little divergence. You just can't really see it as well as you'd like to see it. All right. Take a look at the 60. Oh, that 60 was close. And that's where we left off. Going into next week, we have the futures going to open up here on Monday evening, and we'll be a shortened week, 4 days, but it's going to be a good one. Santa Claus rally has arrived, and we're going to continue to look for bull flags, divergences, and everything else that could give us some upside. We're going to concentrate on $300 a day in profits, trading just the MES. When we have our 5-minute setups, we're switching over to ES. You're going to quadruple your profits on that, especially for prop traders. And you're going to get to your goals, and you're going to be wiring out money. And you just got to be part of the process here. You have to have time to put in. You want to get caught up on some of the methodology. Reach out to me. I have plenty of videos here at Day Trading Radio. We have a whole playbook. We have a whole educational forum. We have a lot of experienced traders who have been trading as long as I have in our rooms. All the traders in our rooms are long-term traders. I mean, and they don't mind helping people. We have new people all the time coming in. So don't be afraid to ask questions. This is something we're all in together, and it's something that you can accomplish. It just and that's what I'm trying to prove. So that's it on this video. And actually, if you have any questions or anything, hit me up here. This is the prop account and how to sign up for that. I'll throw this link in the room. It kind of gives you a step-by-step guide on how to set these things up and what you need to know. The Bullinox here is something I use all the time, and it's very simple. That's the site Bullinox. You can go to the link. The code today, or this for December, up actually to January 2nd, so just one more week, 75% off all accounts, option 1 and option 2. It's definitely worth getting right now before it expires. The Apex is right here. The code for Apex is DTR Apex, and they usually do, I think it's 71, but they might be changed. They might have moved it up to 72. That DTR Apex will give you the best deal that they have. So whatever the highest coupon out there, that is attached to it. So use that. So 75% off on the Bullinox. I think 71 off the Apex. Both are great. A lot of people find they both let you download. They both give you the NinjaTrader platform. Use the Rhythmic, basically set up everything. Also, the new year we're having a new pricing structure, so you could actually take advantage of the trial. You can actually try out the Rockbot and the Trade Alerts and the Prop Trader and the Tradeometer and Futures Trade Alert Network for 1 month for $29. Normally it's $99, so I would take advantage of that. The Futures Trade Alert Network, you got to lock yourself in. It's almost filled up. It's only $20 a month for the first 100 people. And this is alive. You heard that. You heard that. That is a fantastic thing. You just click on that. It'll go to a page and it'll show you exactly how to sign up for it and exactly what you're going to be getting here. And if you click on that link, it'll show you the different trades you're going to get, the percentage of the trades you're going to get, a lot of information on here, what you get with that, and the different setups. So that is on the link there. I highly recommend checking out that link for the Future Trader Audio Network. And even for those members out there, if you enjoy this and want to help me continue to support this project here, you could definitely go to Patreon, where this goes. You can sign up over at Patreon and you know, pledge your donation. It's let's see where it is here. Audience, my page. Paid member, create a public. There we go. When you go to a public page here, you'll see the Future Trade Alert Network. You can also get the Rockbot code here too. So if you're not a member and you want to use the Rockbot code, that super signal that you get, that's identifying and stuff, you could download it here. And then we have the Future Trade Alert Network here. And then if you want to support the site in any way you can here, we do a lot. I do post a lot of stuff on here, the podcast and stuff like that. So thank you if you do help out at the site. It does help pay for our server bills and stuff. And I'll give you instructions on how to sign up for those audio alerts. You download the Zello platform on your phone. It's a free app, and everything's free, and it's amazing how this thing works. We got a great community that's using that right now. All right, so if you have any questions, also the price is going up in the new year, so take advantage of the lifetime sale. You get everything here, lifetime. You get all the scripts and all the new scripts that are coming out. It's on sale right now for $750 actually, $750 until the new year. And then we have a whole new repricing structure and stuff, and we're only going to have a couple different options. So believe me, take advantage of that. It comes with the School of Stock educational courses. It comes with a lot of different things. The Tradeometer for life. It also comes with RPMs. Crypto site, you know, he's offered that before the end of the year. I got to put another video out for that. But if you're interested in the crypto with RPM and RPM trades, he has his own crypto site that he's launching in the new year. And if you're a lifetime member of Day Trading Radio, you have free access to that. So that is a membership site over there. He'll be charging for it. But again, lifetime members are we're connected, so you're all good for that too. Have a nice holiday. I'll probably put a couple more videos out in. If you have any questions on anything, feel free to ask. ironaction@yahoo.com or dtrs@daytradingradio.com. Merry Christmas, everyone.